What is up, Prop Shop? Austin Trades back, founder and owner of the YouTube, coming at you with another quick video today. Trade review episode 3. I am in a 200-point winner on the NASDAQ again, and hopefully detailing my exact entry, my exact technical plan, and my trade management here for you in this video to give you some insight into how I set myself up for these bigger picture trade ideas and how to manage them effectively for consistent success. So without any further ado, we're gonna get right into it. I'm long here at 191 on 2 micros on the NASDAQ. I did scale out into 240 and 280. However, again, I'm up over 200 points here on NQ. I'm actually gonna go ahead and move some stops up while I'm talking to you guys. You're gonna see that happen on my trading view screen. I'm just gonna leave my other stop down there in the 290s. However, technical entry first and foremost. We had a beautiful range created in the opening drive today. We had an opening range high, opening range low, first 30 minutes of the trading session. Price established a demand and supply. That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for clear pivots to trade off of and looking for some actionable levels and zones that if price wants to retrace to those, I can trade around them or wait for that technical break of structure and trade the retest. Now, that happened today beautifully on NQ. Again, opening range high, opening range low. We saw a big buyer step up at this low of day. And as we saw a second buyer here, we saw again more buying pressure off of more horizontal levels that provided a clear and obvious entry opportunity. As you can tell, my entry was 191.75 on NQ. I'm gonna go ahead and just extend this over to the side so you guys can see my entries and my stops. I was entering at 191.75. I've effectively moved my stops up into profit where they probably get hit pretty soon here. Again, 200 plus points, more than enough for me on any trade. However, I was looking to get long here because of those technical reasons, right? Opening range highs and lows. We came back and put in a second buyer. I've covered these in technical videos, technical entry simplified, specifically on this trading channel. And when we held these moving crossover stacks on the 5-minute, same thing I'm always looking at, 1321 for my fast moving average, the 50 for my slow moving average to act as support. And we held this second buyer setup, moving average confluence. I just put my risk below 150, 148.75 there at the time, and took an entry at 191.75. About 40 points of risk at the most for a beautiful, beautiful move to the upside, about 5R here. Again, highlighting the power of micros, right? If you're trading on a prop firm, you're trading on your own account, regardless, you can deleverage a bit, right? Take some risk off the table, trade some micros. And if you're an effective trade manager, if you have quality trade ideas and you really have an edge that plays itself out positively over time, micros really put you in a position, again, dependent on your account size, risk tolerance, and who you are. At the very least, I know for prop firms, they put you in a position to manage risk and actually manage profit at a higher level, right? If you're trading minis and kind of consistently having blow up days after some winning streaks, right? You win for a week, you win for 5, 6, 7 days, but then you have a blow up day, right? You lose 1,000, 2,000, et cetera, or your account value as a whole. I highly recommend trading micros. As you can tell, up 700, 800 bucks here while we're doing this video. You do not need a lot to make a lot. Have quality trade ideas. For me, that was an opening range low demand hold. We became a second buyer here. We had lots of confluence, 5-minute price action, 5-minute moving averages, all lining up for a high quality trade idea. And then finally, seeing follow through to the upside, micros allow me to scale out in thirds, allows me to move my stops to the upside and just confidently look for more profit, right? As I always talk about, we want to be risk adverse in our losers. We want to be risk adverse when trades aren't working out, but we want to be risk seeking when these trades are working out. We want to see price move higher in our directional bias. We want to stay in the trade and hopefully get as much out of it as we can. That's how we become a great winner, not just a great risk manager. I hope episode 3, our trade review, I hope this was valuable. And as always, if you have not yet, please like, subscribe, hit the button below, leave some comments. Let me know if there's any videos you'd like to see in the future. Again, we are in a 200-point win on the NASDAQ here for the second time on the channel. And hopefully these videos break down the technicals, the mindset, and the execution for you and are able to make your own trading a little bit easier. Peace.